sure that you do connect with us on the many mediums that you can here live on WURDradio.com, 900 on your AM dial, 96.1 on your FM. Yes, it is a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. It's currently 6:10 a.m. and it's gonna be, well, no, it's actually right now. It's already 60 degrees outside, so it's nice and a nice energy, nice temperature right now. I'm the one that's like not 100% trusting of the weather yet, so I still got my like medium coat, you know what I mean? Like the light jacket that's not that light, just in case I get a little chill. But for the most part, it's going to be really nice today, y'all. There'll be a little bit of rain coming through later on this in the late afternoon, but other than that, you're in good hands. So remember, as you are preparing to wake yourself up and roll on out of bed, get that nice long stretch on, and open up your sweet eyes and bring yourself into today in the best way that you possibly can. And wherever you are, go ahead and give yourself a smile. That's right, I'm smiling right now. Are you somebody who smiles? If you are, try to make yourself someone who smiles when you first wake up in the morning. I know when I wake up and I'm feeling all grumbly, my day proceeds as such. My body's like, oh, today's a grumbly day? Okay, cool. Got it. We're going to be grumbly to everything. Nah, let's change that. Let's open up the possibilities and start our day with a smile. I think that's great. I'm smiling right now. Yeah. Are you smiling? Okay. Okay, cool. I'm with it. I'm with it. A smile goes a long way, not just to a stranger, but also to yourself. If you have people in your home that are with you right now, all you could do is just smile at them. You know, a lot of times in the mornings, we got the serious face on already. Hurry up and get ready. Hurry up and get up. Hurry up and get in the bathroom. Hurry up and get out the bathroom. We're just rushing everybody around and making everything move quickly. And we could take a moment. We could take a moment and smile. Can you fit a smile in your schedule this morning? Can you fit a smile in your schedule this morning? I'm pretty sure you could sneak that in a good couple of times. And let me just push it one more envelope further. What about a hug? Can we get a smile and a hug? Can I get a smile and a hug? That's what I'm talking about. You know how people walk into the bar and they're like, yeah, let me get a Jack and a Coke. Nah, let me get a smile and a hug. That's what I'm going for. That's the positive vibe and the uplift that I'm interested in. It goes a long way to wake up in the morning in these early, beautiful hours as we are waiting for the sun to rise around 6:30 to have that smile on your face. If you are waking up in your own space, give yourself that hug. You know, it is recommended, doctor's orders, y'all, to get about 8 hugs a day. So if you could start with one right now at 6:13 a.m., I think that's a really good start. It's a good chance you might hit that quota for 8 hugs every single day if you start this early. Go ahead and wake up yourself with a smile. Smile and a hug. That's what I'm all about this morning. And for those who have people in their space who have little cute little ones, little teeny bops, little young people, adults, all sorts of people in your space and in your home, elders and whatnot, go ahead and wake them up with a smile and a hug. Can't that be part of our morning routine? You know, today I'm going to be talking a little bit about morning routines and why they are so imperative and so important to have in your life. And so one of the things that's really, really important about morning routines is that they make sense for you. And so at this early morning junction, let's get that morning routine on. And if you can do nothing else, my lovely, lovely people, start this morning with a smile and a hug. And if that means it's just you curling your little lips up to smile at yourself, go ahead and make that happen. You know, it actually takes way less muscles to smile than it does to frown. Did you know that? Which one are you going to choose? You're going to choose the easy way out, which is the smile, or you're going to just barrel your way through to get to that serious face and make that frowny face? You're just putting out too much energy. You want to keep it easy and simple? Let that smile, let the ends of your mouth curl right on up and get that smile in. And for the hug, 8 hugs a day is recommended. So go ahead and get that first one in right now and wrap your arms around yourself and give a nice little squeeze. Good morning to myself. Good morning to you. Good morning to the world. Good morning to the universe. Good morning to the energy of positivity. Good morning to a great and beautiful day. And if you've got people in your space, go ahead and give them a hug before you rush them off to the bathroom, you know, but at least sneak that hug in there. So we have actually a caller on the line, Run from North Philly. Are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. What's on your mind?
I'll share that with you. I'd like to say to y'all, WRD family in the world, always look on the bright side of life, in spite of. And I say to them, at a time like this, we need to look on the bright side. And they're trying to burn down our institutions of our churches. And I want to remind them, you can try to burn those buildings down. We have given so much hope down through the years because our black souls have been dipped in the laboratory of redemption. And we have come out in this obstacle course in America with our souls white as snow. And so we say on earth as it is, there can be nothing to turn us around. You're absolutely right. The healer from within. And when you think about the one on Most High, regardless of what your religion is, because without him we cannot do anything. And I say this also too. You know, we have so much to look forward to. Even though the dark clouds may hang low, some elder person and some young person would say they can see the sun peeking through the cloud. Everything is about positive energy. This flame, the eternal flame. And you talked about health yesterday, man, when I was down at a place to help some elders. You talked about the health. Remember, your mental attitude is the health for the soul. And I just want to say that. So remember, WRD, we have come a long way. Continue to be involved. Continue to be very opinionated. And feed your soul with positive, because negative have no place. And I close with this. I don't know your mother, anything you were the case of mother. But remember, in this society, the people that try to do wicked, they had an old song they used to say, we're going to pray your kingdom down. We're going to tear your kingdom down. Satan, your time is just about out. Continue to do good, WRD. The word is love or perish. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ron. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your call. And, you know, one of the things that Mr. Ron was talking about is the importance of positive mindset. And man, oh man, isn't that one of the keys to making this thing happen? And the importance of positive mindset, it really goes deep, y'all. It's simple, but it's also complex. And having a positive mindset is something that it's not something you can buy, right? It's something that you have to practice. You know, as you know, I am a licensed massage therapist, and I've been teaching yoga for over 14 years. As well, I teach meditation, and I'm a vegan, plant-based lifestyle food coach and a holistic health consultant as well. And I use all of these different elements to help people to connect to themselves, using all of this information to craft very custom self-care strategies to help you deal with stress management. And it's incredible because in my work with over 450 clients over the years, I have seen so many people have difficulty with mindset. And mindset is something that's really, really incredible, really powerful when it's working. But man, when it's not working, it can be incredibly detrimental to your whole everything. Mindset is like invisible. You know what I mean? It's this kind of invisible arm of the law, if you will, that kind of rules your life and rules the way that you see the world. And when you decide that you're going to see the world from a certain perspective, let me just let you know, everything else that you want in life falls in line with that mentality, with that perspective. So if you are somebody who prefers to see things as they are, as all my realists would say, right? Well, the reality is that no matter what you're dreaming about, this is really what's going to happen. Or the reality is that, this is the situation we're dealing with. So it doesn't matter what you hope or what you want. This is what's real. This is what I can see. This is what's in the material world. Those are for my realists out there. Well, all right, cool. The reality, as it were, is also a figment of your creation, is it not? Your reality is something that you have an opportunity to play a role in. I think many of us get caught up in deciding that reality is kind of predictable and it's already created, and we forget how much of a role we play every day, every moment, in actively creating the reality that we desire. And so we tend to kind of like skirt back and settle into this idea that life is already predetermined. Whatever's going to come is going to come. I'm just going to be here and I'm going to die anyway. That's not the move, y'all. I'm not trying to just die anyway. I'm trying to live a purposeful life, a passionate life, a purpose-filled life, a life full of love and possibility. I'm trying to be inspired. I want to be able to inspire others. I want to be encouraged. I want to have joy. I want to have peace of mind. I want to have excellence. I want to be living and walking in gratitude. I'm not interested in that predictable life, what is, what will be, what is, and all of that. Oh no, I am alive right this very moment, and I know that what I do every moment, every thought that I think, creates my reality, creates my possibility, creates what is available to me. And I want you to know that too. You don't have to settle for what everybody else is telling you is the norm. You can create a new norm. You can create a new normal. Maybe it does start with you waking up in the morning with a smile instead of with a grumbly mind, right? Maybe it does start with you giving yourself a hug before you even get out of bed instead of just running around and being all cranky and fussy all the time. You can have whatever you truly desire in your heart, and it starts with your mentality. And so we're going to get a little bit deeper into this today, this morning routine conversation. I'm going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to dive deep into morning routine and what exactly you need to be engaging in to make your morning routine as awesome sauce, as I used to say, as awesome sauce as possible. This is Halana here, live on Daybreak. This is 96.1 FM, WURDradio.com. We'll be right back.
I'm Mama Dietz. At Dietz & Watson, we've spent over 75 years focusing on the details. This philosophy started back when my father learned how to make franks and sausages the right way in Germany. Today, we put that same level of detail into everything we make. If it isn't good enough for our family, it isn't good enough for yours. Dietz & Watson, caring like only family can since 1939.
On May 21st, elect Dennis Lee for City Commissioner, former Chief Deputy City Commissioner who fought against the state voter ID law. As City Commissioner, he will focus on voter education, voter registration, and voter participation in order to guarantee access to free and fair elections. Vote for Dennis Lee for City Commissioner, May 21st, paid for by Citizens for Dennis Lee, Miller Parker, Treasurer.
Listen live at WordRadio.com.
The National Association of University Women presents a youth conference, April 13th at Impact Your World in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Topics include cyberbullying, financial aid, and youth entrepreneurship. Visit 2019 NAUW-youthconference.eventbrite.com.
This is the story of a very special woman. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician or an entrepreneur. Her knowledge was limitless and still is. She could also make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces, just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Now back to Daybreak on Word Radio, 96.1 FM and 900 AM WURD. Streaming live at WordRadio.com.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Halana here. This is Helena here live on Daybreak here on 96.1 FM, WURDradio.com, 900 on your AM dial. It is currently 6:25 a.m. If you're supposed to be out the door at 6:30, you got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to make that happen. No rush, but a little bit of rush. I want you to be on time and have a wonderful, easy, beautiful, breezy day. So go ahead and roll yourself on together, get it together, grab your packed lunch. You know I am a strong advocate of the packed lunch. Make that happen. Save those dollars, save those coins, get that budget together. One day I'm gonna have a show on a Sunday morning. I'm gonna be helping you with your meal prep, and then every day through Monday through Friday while I'm talking to you from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Then we're gonna talk about, remember when we meal prepped on Sunday? Grab that packed lunch. Go ahead and grab that and get yourself on out the door with a smile and a hug. This is Helena here live on Daybreak, and I am talking to you this morning about morning routines and how your morning routine is incredibly imperative to how you step into your day. And we have a caller on the line, Hannibal from North Philly. Hannibal, are you there?
Good morning, Helena. How you doing?
Good morning. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I used to call Terry, so there's no reason why I shouldn't call you.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to ask you on the origin of yoga.
Yes.
Because this one individual professor by the name of Ranoka Rashidi said that you can find yoga in Africa, but we don't really be learning about that. We just learn about yoga coming out of Asia. Does your research have yoga come out of Africa also?
You know, that's a great question. Thank you so much, Hannibal from North Philly.
Okay, I'll hang up.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and answer it for you.
All right.
So yoga itself does originate in India. And one thing I think that's important to know is that, like, back in the day, there was mad trade going on, right? So even though origins of yoga originate in India as a continent, if you know anything about Pangea, which if you don't, go ahead and look it up. It's P-A-N-G-E-A. G-E-A-E, Pangea, P-A-N-G-E-A, I forget how to spell it. Pangea. You want to go ahead and look that up, and basically it's this idea that, it is. It's P-A-N-G-E-A. Pangea was the idea that all of the continents were at one point one continent, right? And that the tectonic plates of the Earth kind of slowly over time with different weather conditions and just the Earth itself kind of breathing slowly moved. And so that's why if you look at a map, you'll kind of like be like, oh, okay, this kind of looks like this continent could fit, Africa could kind of fit under Europe, and North America and South America kind of scooch over. You can kind of see the way that the continents are shaped, that this theory might be very plausible. So if you're somebody that believes that there was once like a supercontinent, right, where all of the continents were stuck together and Pangea existed, then it made for travel across continents very, very easy. So yoga as a philosophy and as a lifestyle, it did originate in India, but there was a lot of trade going on. The boundaries of land masses and oceans and waters were very different in those times, and so there was a lot of trade of information, of goods, of services. We know about some of these trades of information, but honestly, that information came much, much later. It was a lot easier for you to skip on over from Ethiopia to Greece, for example, or maybe even make your way up to Japan or over to India at those times when the continents were one big kind of supercontinent. And so yoga itself, yes, it did originate in India. But the other thing that I want you to know about yoga, which is a great question, yoga itself was derived from a meditation practice. And so you know that I teach yoga and I also teach meditation, and I have been in the health and wellness space for over 14 years, really helping my clients and my students to create and connect to their health and wellness goals so that they can live the lives that they truly love and like really manage the stress thing, y'all, because the life we're living right now, where it's like react, it's so stressful. There's so much going on, and I could do a whole other segment just about stress and the different types of stress that our bodies kind of endure and process, and why it's so important to have a self-care regimen when it comes to stress management. But yoga derived from a meditation practice. And so what I mean by that is you can kind of imagine like in an ashram or, in a monastery where folks are sitting in, divinity and sitting in meditation for many, many hours a day, right? So when I do my retreats here in the city of Philadelphia, we bring in that element of yoga and meditation and mindfulness to give folks kind of a taste of what that lifestyle was like. For me personally, when I go to a meditation retreat, it's really a serious kind of practice. You know, you're waking up at 4 a.m. to meditate. Then you're meditating again at 8 a.m. Then you're meditating again at noon. Then you're meditating again at 4 p.m. Then you're meditating again at 8 p.m. And then it's off to bed, you know, right about 9. So in those times when people were living in monasteries, or people were living in ashrams, or people were living, you know, amongst nature, and really in like divine respect of nature and connecting with the universal source power and spirit guides, there was a lot of time spent in meditation, right? And these were the times of kind of enlightenment and connection with source, and like a lot of reverence was paid to spirit and to soul. Nowadays, I think we are a little bit more disconnected from spirit and soul. We kind of use organized religion to connect to that, but in those times it was a little bit different. And so since so many hours a day were spent sitting in meditation, and we know, you know, sitting is not what our bodies were designed to do, yoga was a natural progression from meditation, because in those hours of sitting in meditation, it was imperative for us to move our bodies. And so the yoga practice, the sun salutation A, sun salutation B, the different elements that you'll find kind of in a more traditional kind of flow or Ashtanga yoga, closer to the origins of yoga, the purpose of it was to get the body moving, to get the lymphatic fluid moving, to get the blood, heart moving, and circulation going. Because after you're sitting cross-legged, you know what I'm saying, for all of those hours a day, you needed to do something to counter that, to balance that out. And that practice itself was actually yoga. And so yoga was developed as a response to needing to move the body. So they knew we need to meditate, we need to be in reverence of divinity, we need to be in connection with spirit, and we also need to create practices that are going to help move the physical body. So we can't live in this physical body and be only about the spiritual world, because that in itself is not enough, right? we're not just spirit. We also are mentality. We also are our emotions. We also are this physical human body, this, you know, kind of earthy, mineral-based, you know, being that we embody, that our spirit and our soul, you know, lives inside. And so as a result, in order to address the physical needs of the body and of the human experience, yoga was then formed. Now, once yoga was created, it was a process that was to give honor to nature and to give honor to the divinity of nature and the intelligence of nature. If you were to look at one of those really beautiful lily pads, you know, in a little river and flip it upside down, you would find something that looks very similar to the circulatory system in the body, right? If you look at the roots of a tree and you compare the way those roots kind of intermingle and grow and develop underground, it's very similar to the circulatory system of the heart, or how the lymphatic system branches and moves throughout the body, or even how the nervous system works, and how you have the brain, the spine, and the central nervous system kind of processing all the nerve endings that spread out and branch throughout the body. And so the way that the world works in that philosophy is that it is a connection of so above, you know, as below, right? So within, so without. This idea of congruence in nature, and this idea that in nature itself is a reflection of the human experience, and the human experience is in itself a reflection of nature. And so at the very core of the yogic philosophy, I love this question, by the way, is the understanding that, like, we are all one, right? That you can find, you know, a similar kind of thought process happening. You can find synchronicity in nature, and you can find it inside the body. And so, you know, being a holistic health consultant, I love talking about the science of the body and the organ systems and how these things work, because what I know to be true is that we are blessed with this human experience. And a lot of times we spend so much of our time having no idea, like, what we're actually doing. Right? A lot of times we have decided that whatever information and propaganda we receive from these media sources is the ultimate source of information when it comes to our bodies, but there's so much more at play here. There's so much more going on, and so understanding how the organ systems work, you know, in your body is imperative to what I believe is knowledge of self. Understanding how congruent nature is with the body is very important. Understanding the origins of meditation and the origins of the yoga practice, and how it is a universal understanding of how we are all one, and how we are all deeply, deeply connected in our lives, both to the way the world works and the way that we work. So another example is, if you look at how the sun rises and how it sets, and then you look at how the moon rises and how it sets, because there is a sunrise, which we're very familiar with, but there's a sunset, right? So we kind of know that cycle. But there's also a moon rise and a moon set, right? And so it's this sense of balance and congruency that happens in nature all the time. I like to liken the sun rising and setting and the moon rising and setting as something as simple as breathing in and breathing out. That cycle of movement is the same way that the air circulates in your body, and how your body takes in oxygen and expels carbon dioxide. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a congruency. It's like a churning. It's like a turning. It's a connection that we have. Every breath that we take is very similar to how the sun is in motion all the time, and we often don't even notice it because we're just kind of living under the bask of the sun and the moon. We often also focus on the inhale, right? So like, okay, well, make sure you're breathing. So inhale real deep, okay, I'm inhaling. But we don't realize how incredibly important it is to also exhale. I mean, did you even know that you also, not just with your inhale do you bring in oxygen, and not just with your exhale do you expel carbon dioxide, but you also are expelling water, right? And you're also allowing your body to bring that oxygen in. That oxygen that you're breathing in is going straight to your bloodstream, legitimately. Like your circulatory system and your respiratory system, right? So your lungs and your blood are deeply, deeply, deeply interconnected. They work together. They are like BFFs, y'all. So how much you're breathing and how much time you're finding for stillness, this is how that stuff kind of connects, because it's really imperative to understand that the body is not separate. The body is not separate from the mind is not separate from the soul. All these different elements of who you are deeply interconnected. And so that's why it's so important to really start your day off in that positive vibe, that positive energy. Start your day off with a smile and a hug, even if you're the one smiling at yourself and you are the one hugging yourself, because at the end of the day, that is the same way you want to begin your day, right? You have it within you what you need to create the life that you are dreaming of. And it's something as simple as that. The other thing that I want to highlight in this conversation is that in the same way that, we experience life around us, right? There is so much similarity in how our bodies work and how the world works, how nature works. And so if you can't but take just a few moments each day, right? We spend hours and hours and hours. Some of us spend over 11 hours a day sitting in a chair. And originally, as our original people, we are designed and destined to spend 4 to 6 hours outside in nature, y'all. 4 to 6 hours. Who do you know right now that is spending 4 to 6 hours outside in nature? Unless you do a job that requires you to be outside, right? Many, many, many of us, we spend our time indoors, and we aspire to find a job that we can spend indoors. It's become part of our accepted culture, part of our social norms. And so as a result, we, as our body, like our body is ancient. We live in a modern world, but our body and how our systems function is mad old. It's ancient. It has not evolved in the way that our food has evolved, or in the way that our air pollution has evolved, or in the way that our stress has evolved. We have always been a species that has dealt with stress. Stress is nothing new. It's just the types of stress that we're dealing with. Here's a great example. So I used to tell my students all the time, make sure that you don't turn your music up too loud. And they'd be like, oh, Halana, whatever. Like, I don't want to turn my music up too loud. Like, why does that matter? I'm trying to hear it. It doesn't matter, whatever. But your ears are so sensitive that it's imperative for you to regulate, because the sounds that you hear all day long, from the minute you wake up your alarm clock, to the news and the kind of background white noise of the TV, to the sounds of the street, to the sounds of traffic, to the sounds of the music you choose, to the conversations people have, to everything that comes into your earwaves, that itself is a type of stress. Sound stress, or sound pollution, if you will. And so how are you combating all of the myriad of sounds that are coming into your earwaves? Well, what you want to do is find time for stillness. Find time for quiet. That's why I am, not only am I preaching meditation and yoga and stillness, but I teach it and I live it. Every single day, I make sure that I'm disconnecting from the media, disconnecting from all forms, TV, radio, Instagram, social media, cell phones, computers. Like, we are bombarded, y'all, with forms of mass media that take our attention, and that our body is consistently and constantly regulating that type of stress. And so if you're somebody who is looking for more information on how you can really, really deal with stress and connect with yourself, and also, you know, find a way to kind of balance everything out, why don't you go ahead and hit me up? There are a lot of conversations that I've been having with clients and with folks here on the station about this exact conversation. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you my number, and you can actually just email me. Excuse me. I'm going to give you my number, and you can text me your email, and we can go ahead and get a conversation going. That number is 267-281-3890. Again, that's 267-281-3890, 267-281-3890. Go ahead and shoot me a text message, send me your email, send me your comments, send me your thoughts and your questions, and I will be happy to answer them as we go on throughout the week. This is Helana here live on Daybreak with you each and every morning, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. here on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Einstein Bariatrics wants to talk with you about how losing weight can impact every aspect of your life. They know weight loss surgery is no easy decision, but will be with you every step of the way. With nationally recognized expertise and a full team to support you from the moment you reach out, Einstein is committed to doing whatever it takes to help you succeed long after your surgery. They've already helped thousands start a new chapter in their lives and will do the same for you. This changes everything. Get started with a free information session at EinsteinWeightLoss.com.
My name is Dr. Kennard Herring, and I'm the owner of Nostalgic Eye Care. At Nostalgic Eye Care, we provide primary eye care, top-notch customer service, and designer eyewear with a personalized styling session. Our professional and friendly staff will create an experience that will last a lifetime. We are located at 6656 Germantown Avenue in Mount Airy, Philadelphia. Schedule your appointment today at 215-842-5939 or visit us online at nostalgiceyecare.com. We look forward to seeing you.
Support independent black media and join the Forward movement now at 215-425-7875 or visit wordradio.com. Join Word Radio Friday, April 12th for a pre-celebration of the life and legacy of phenomenal athlete, veteran, and civil rights activist Jackie Robinson at Brown ShopRite, 52nd and Jefferson Streets, beginning at 10 a.m. We're hosting a pre-Jackie Robinson Day celebration featuring a live broadcast with guests who will provide commentary on Jackie Robinson. Come out and enjoy popcorn, hot dogs, and other refreshments, and come early. The first 42 people to start or renew their Forward membership at this event will receive a discounted rate of just $80. The Jackie Robinson celebration is presented by Brown ShopRite, Dietz & Watson, Amoroso's, Hers, and Canada Dry, and sponsored by Moravia Health.
Councilman Alan Dom is building a brighter future for Philadelphia's children, fighting for more school funding, raising funds to support tech education, and personally donating to teach computer coding at Coded by Kids. Listen to Coded by Kids instructor Ashley and CEO Sylvester Mobley.
There are a lot of kids that will have a brighter future thanks to Alan Dom and his contributions to Coded by Kids.
Having Alan Dom make a commitment to transforming people's lives through technology has helped us. I can't thank Alan Dom enough.
Fundraising to teach computer coding, personally donating thousands, Alan Dom is fighting to give our children the opportunities they deserve and preparing them for success. Big ideas, big achievements, a better city for all of us. Vote Alan Dom, Democrat for City Council at large. Paid for by Alan Dom for City Council.
Now, a traffic update on Word Radio.
Good morning. This report sponsored by La Quinta by Wyndham. We have delays getting heavy 295 southbound near Jam 30 down to 42. Still an accident off to the right. Now looking at 42 northbound, getting heavy between 55 and 295 55 north jamming Deptford in the 42. 95 southbound, that is a jam Cottman down through Girard. Northbound 95, that jams Woodhaven Road, Street Road. Police activity affecting that left lane. Schuylkill Expressway westbound City through Belmont getting busy. Eastbound side Montgomery through Spring Garden now a bit of a backup. La Quinta by Wyndham, now part of the Wyndham Rewards. Earn and redeem Wyndham Rewards points for free nights at La Quinta and thousands of other Wyndham Rewards properties worldwide. Book direct at lq.com. For more traffic information, log on to sigalert.com. I'm Jim Bachman with your Philadelphia area traffic.
Let's go! You're waking up with Word with the Reverend Professor Dr. Aaron Smith on Word Radio. Black Talk Media.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Helena here live on Daybreak, here with you on WURDradio.com, 96.1 FM, 900 on your AM dial, and good morning. What a good morning it is. It's currently 6:45 a.m., 60 degrees outside. Woo! We are making our way. If you are supposed to be out the door, okay, come on, get on out the door, y'all. Make it happen. If you are currently sitting in traffic on your way to do all the things that you are on your way to do this morning, go ahead and give me a smile. I can see it. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm with it. I'm with it. Even if you're doing something else while you are listening, go ahead and give a smile to yourself because you deserve it. You deserve it incredibly. This is Helena here live on WURD Radio, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm loving hosting for you these mornings from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, and it's really just such a joy and a pleasure, and I just appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to flip on that dial and listen to WURD Radio, as well as 96.1 FM and 900 on your AM dial. And I've actually been on Word for quite a while. I started off on Thursday nights on a health segment with Keaton Nichols, a previous host, for almost 2 years actually, doing that segment. And then I continued on by having a Friday morning show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That started last year, and I'm so blessed and honored to be here with you now, hosting Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And so many things to talk about, so many things to connect, but you'll hear from me all the conversations around self-care, how to deal with stress management, how to create strategies for your health and wellness that are going to positively impact the person that you are and the person that you would like to become. I am a licensed massage therapist, certified yoga instructor. I am also a meditation educator and a plant-based vegan lifestyle coach and holistic health consultant. And I love the work that I do. When I say that I love the work that I do, like, this is what I do every single day, all day long. Teaching courses, doing workshops, doing professional development workshops, working in the community, hosting events and local retreats here in the city of Philadelphia. And I actually do have a retreat coming up on June 8th. We actually just booked the dates for it, so more on that later this week. But if you are somebody who is interested in health and wellness, if you are somebody who is interested in finding a way to reconnect to yourself, to manage the stress that you're dealing with, and also just put in place some positive practices that are going to positively support your development and positively support your growth, I want for you to connect with me. I gave my phone number before the break. I will give it once more, and you can actually just send me a text message with your email. I know you got your phone in your hand anyway. And that number is 267-281-3890. 267-281-3890. 267-281-3890. Go ahead and shoot me a text message with your email. Let me know what you think about the show. Let me know any questions that you have. I love taking live Q&As during the show from folks who want to know more information about health and wellness and how they can kind of get it right, get it tight, as I love to say. So a couple other pieces that I want to make sure that you get in today. So we started off talking about your good morning routine and a couple of ideas on how you can start your day so that the quality of your day also matches the quality of your morning. And so it's so important to have these morning practices in place that are going to really kind of elevate and expedite, your life and create almost kind of like this energy that's really positive. So how do you get the quality of your morning to match the quality of your day? Well, it happens automatically. However you start off your morning is usually how your day kind of continues. So even though everybody feels like they're not a morning person, we can still greet the sunrise with a smile, right? And we can get going. You know, one of the reasons that it's really great to have a good morning routine is because it's something that you do every single day, right? And it's something that positively affects where you're going and what's possible. And the cool part about a morning routine, y'all, is that when you have established a really good morning routine, it's often likely to stick with you, right, for the long term. So here's a couple things you want to make sure you're doing every morning. First things first, you know about my work. Again, you know about me being a massage therapist and a yoga instructor and a plant-based lifestyle coach, a holistic health coach, and also a meditation teacher. And so I am such a huge proponent of movement, right? It doesn't matter what kind of movement you're doing. I have clients who dance. I have clients who jog in place. I have clients who do squats in their living room. I have clients who stretch in bed. I have clients who do all types of things. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but you got to get moving. You want to be somebody who moves, because the most at-risk population here in the United States are the sedentary folks. And if you work at a job where you're sitting at your desk more than 6 hours a day, you are in that at-risk population. So how do you counterbalance that? Well, you take the stairs instead of taking the elevators, right? If you want to have a meeting, instead of having a sitting down meeting, you have a walking meeting, right? If there is a place for you to park at the grocery store, you park a little bit further away from the door to get those steps in. That whole thing with the 10,000 steps a day, that is real, y'all. It is so real. And you want to be somebody who moves. You want to make sure that you are getting a little bit of movement. And so even if you do 1 minute or 2 minutes of stretching in the morning, that matters, right? That counts. You want to move your arms, move your legs. You really want to kind of avoid hitting that snooze button and kind of get yourself kind of up and going, because that is one of the most refreshing things that's going to get that blood circulation. You got to think your body's been laying still and flat for 8 hours or more. So first thing that you want to do, especially what our bodies are designed to do, is get moving. Second tip I want to give you, drink that water. Get that water in. If you are somebody who has a really long commute and you're going somewhere far away, just get that 1 glass of water in, because I understand you don't want to have to be going to the bathroom if you got an hour commute or you're going to be in the car for a while after you get up. But if you're somebody who's got access to a bathroom, go ahead and get those 2 glasses of water right in. And I'm not saying 2 glasses, 24 ounces, you know what I mean? Just get a nice 12 ounces, you know, in 2 glasses of water, like small little cups. And get that water in just to get hydrated. You know, your body can actually become a little bit dehydrated while you're sleeping, because there's so many restorative processes going on in your sleep. It's a really good idea to drink water before starting your workout, before doing anything else. And for my coffee lovers out there, before you drink that coffee, you need to get that water in, okay? You really want to integrate water drinking into your everyday morning routine, because it's incredibly important to stay hydrated and make that a part of your everyday life. And as you do it, if you start the morning drinking 2 glasses of water, it will become easier to drink more water throughout the day. So that'll give you that extra motivation. And then the third thing that you want to do is no phone. Now, I know a lot of people are not into this tip, but it's really, really important, especially in this digital age, and especially after we've been talking about stress and like how many different types of stress the body is dealing with and filtering all the time. You want to make sure you are not immediately checking your email or your mobile phone. Now, for many of us, we have our alarms on our phones, and so we're like, how am I not going to? Listen up. Go ahead and go on Amazon and get you a little digital clock and use that instead. You've got to get away from this first thing in the morning. You're checking your phone, you're checking your email, checking Instagram, you're getting on Facebook. Nah, that's not the move. Unless you have some sort of emergency to deal with, you do not need to be sitting down at the computer to start your day. And don't you know, your phone is a mini computer. Hello, somebody. So take the time for yourself. Save your battery life for a productive day ahead. But, you know, don't feel like you have to start the day with all this bombardment of news and negativity and, you know, all this kind of negative information that you take in. Is not the best way to start off your day. You want to start off in a positive space. You know, maybe you're doing something like organizing your space or getting, you know, a journal entry in and writing a gratitude journal, or maybe even you're using it to do mindfulness, right? We talk a lot about meditation and the importance of that. And I have some videos on my YouTube page that are free where you can hop on and have a 1 or 2 minute meditation. So this is the thing, y'all. Morning routine is incredibly imperative, and you want to make sure that you have a positive morning routine to set you off. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to take you a long time. But first things first, get moving. Second thing, get that water in. And third thing, stay off of your phone. If you have any questions or you want to connect with me and learn more about this information, you can text me your email and any other comments or questions that you have. My number is 267-281-3890, 267-281-3890. And one of the things that I really love to do is model this. So later this week, I am going to be doing a really, really short meditation for you, about 2 minutes, here live on air to close out the show. Just to give you a little taste of what it is, right? To give you a little vibe so you can be like, oh, okay, I can do 2 minutes of mindfulness in the morning. That's not a big thing. So we're going to do that tomorrow at the close of the show. So make sure that you do keep it locked. I'll be with you each and every single day this week, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is Helana here, live on Daybreak here on 96.1 FM, WURDradio.com, 900 on your AM dial. Let me tell you this one more thing before I go. No matter who or what comes your way today, I want for you to know that the joy, the love, and the peace that you have within you will bring you to that expected end. Anything you put your mind to, you can do that thing. Whatever you truly desire is available to you. You have the power to create the life that you love. And don't you want to live a life that you love? Make that choice today to put those practices in place and to do something positive for yourself and for your life. This is Helana here, live on the Daybreak, breaking that day in for you. It is currently 6:56 a.m. If you got to be out the door by 7, come on now. Let's get it moving. This is Helana here, live on 96.1 FM, WURDradio.com. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.
Philadelphia Theater Company presents How to Catch Creation, March 22nd through April 14th. Christina Anderson's new play follows the dreams, losses, and loves of 4 friends in San Francisco who are creating their professional and personal legacies. Ignited by the works of a Black queer feminist writer from long ago, their lives begin to intersect in unexpected ways. For tickets, visit philatheaterco.org or call 215-985-0420.
We filmed 15 Pennsylvania kids who were all waiting to be adopted and asked what having a family and permanent home would mean to them.
I want a family just to accept me for who I am, to be there just to support me whenever I'm needing it.
To be matched with a family would be amazing. I won't be in a system all the time.
Visit adoptpakids.org to watch the video, meet the kids, and learn how you can become a foster or adoptive parent.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
We first opened about 10 years ago. We were small, just a few of us, but it was exciting. I always dreamt of having my own business. It was kind of slow at first, but things started picking up. We had big plans, but in our wildest dreams, we never thought we'd have this much work. Yeah, with so many businesses caught off guard by the storm, Reed Waste Management has never been busier.
What will become of your business after a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now, before it's too late.